So we're asking 800-585-1051. This conversation comes out of the cast of Run the World, who joined us earlier. We're talking whole phases. We're asking, do you need a whole phase? Do you think people need a whole phase? Erica, we'll start with you.
Oh, yes, most definitely. Yes. I miss mine. With a
You
passion.
got time? You still here?
No, I don't got. I mean, I can't be, years old and want to start being a hoe.
Who says?
Me, I just think I missed it. I missed the good years.
Hoeing ain't nothing but a number.
No. I missed it though, and I think you really do need it. Like how they say about men, or he need to sow his royal oats.
Royal oats, yeah.
Yeah. See, women got to do the same thing. I think so because in my situation, I was with somebody. My first love, like from age 15 to age 23.
Yeah.
So I was just with that one person all them years. Then right after him, like I had a 3 months or 4 month break. I was with my little girl there, and I was with him 7-8 years. So I missed it.
Mm-hmm.
But see, if you get with another man, my concern would be, damn, hearing you constantly say you missed it. Because when somebody says they constantly miss something, if there's an opportunity to go do that they might take it.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you might be right. But
You know what I'm saying?
You might be right about that because I do be thinking about like, dang, but now it's like, now times don't change now. Now I be kind of scared. I don't want to be like a little whore now because, there's so much going on out here in the world. So I'm kind of,
You
I'm
scared of
good
monkeypox?
now. Huh?
Scared of monkeypox?
Yeah, I'm scared of all that
Scared of
stuff.
everything.
I'm scared of everything. So I'm kind of good. That's why when I was messing with the little young guy, you know what I'm saying, he was like 20 and I was just in love with him because I had missed so much being young.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I got with somebody that was young, that joint was fun. Like going to the club, he be fighting over me and stuff. Like, oh, he just fought that man over me. Like, it was just so much fun.
But see, so what happens when you continue to grow in the comedy game like you are, and you get to meet people that you might have always wanted to meet, or people that you might have used to fantasize over, but now you get the opportunity to, take them down.
Yeah, but when you in the industry and you behind the scene, you know what's going on. They not that appealing no more.
What about you, Charlamagne?
I think everybody should live their life because, like Amber's character on Run the World, you don't want someone to get in a relationship and feel like they're missing out on something, and then they end up going to do that something. So I feel like, we all should live a little bit before we find that one person we want to hoe with for the rest of our life. All those tricks you done learned from being out there in these streets, popping that poom poom and sharing that magic stick. You can share those for the rest of your life with one person. So yes, I thoroughly believe everybody should live a little bit, whether you call it a whole phase, whatever you call it.
Yeah, I disagree. And I'm going to tell you why I disagree. I disagree because it's like, while you're having that whole phase, you could be passing up that person that is your soulmate. You could be passing up your husband. You could be passing up that good person because you're quote unquote in a whole phase because you want to experience that person that you could be looking for, that you passed on. That could be the person for you. Now let me ask you a question.
What's for you will never pass you, Envy.
Yeah, all right.
What God has for you will never pass you by.
All right,
I don't care if it's poom poom or magic stick.
You keep thinking that you missed that man because you want to be in a whole phase, and that man was the perfect man for you, and now he found somebody else, or y'all miss each other. Let me ask you a question, good brother. You have 4 daughters. What do you tell your 4 daughters right now? They say, "Hey, Dad, I want to date." Do you say, "Well, go enjoy your whole phase"?
I don't have to have that conversation with them. Their mama will.
And what's that conversation gonna be?
I don't know what her and her mama gonna be talking about. My kids don't have to talk to me about sex.
So when your daughter comes in and say, "Daddy, I heard you on the radio talk about whole phase. What's your thoughts on it?"
I'm gonna say, look, I think you should live your life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But by the way, they gonna do it regardless.
Right,
Yes.
but if they ask me, I ain't gonna say go live your life. No.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell them go live their life.
It
I'ma go
is
live your life.
different. It is different though, because I have a daughter and I have 2 sons. But with my boys, I tell, because they so young, I tell them to live their life. Live their life because they young men.
And what about your daughter?
But with my daughter, I tell her your reputation is everything.
It is, but here's the thing. I think there's such a negative connotation around the word hoe. Hoe don't mean that you out here sleeping with 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 guys.
So what does hoe mean?
Hoe just mean that you living a little bit like you're not a virgin. If you want to remain a virgin until marriage, I'm fine with that too.
Hoe is hoeing. That's not true. Then use another word. Because a hoeing is if somebody calls you a hoe, that means you are usually a promiscuous person that has sex with numerous people.
Yes.
That's a hoe.
And I think that's a negative connotation.
So don't use the word hoe. Use another word.
I think we should. That's why I said just live your life a little bit. You know what I mean?
Live like my girl, Lori Harvey. I don't think she's whoring around. I just think she's experienced and experiencing life.
We don't even know what Lori doing. Just because you see somebody with a man or you see
Don't
somebody with a woman, don't mean they
I'm
having
just
sex.
saying, just for the stuff you see on the media, she been there, blah, blah, blah. But I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. She's a young lady. She's beautiful, and I just think she just experimenting and experiencing life with different in different relationships.
That's a good example of what you said, Erica. Because whenever I hear when women say things like, "Lori Harvey is a hoe," you're speaking from your perspective.
Yeah.
You're projecting because you couldn't go out with Michael B. Jordan, Damson Idris, or whoever else, Future, without sleeping with them. That don't mean she's sleeping with them. Just
you don't know.
Or just settling for whatever they going for. It's like one thing, she out of. She ain't staying in no situation long.
Right.
She be down for you for a minute, and we don't know what might transpire. She out of there.
And that's what I mean. That's the type of phase I mean.
I love her.
Would you consider Nick Cannon a hoe?
Yes, because he actually out here having babies and that. Yes, he's having sex.
Would you consider Kim Kardashian though?
No.
Why not?
Because she's married. She was married to all those people. She was married to Chris Humphrey. She was married to. She's been married 4 times, right?
Yeah,
3-4 times already.
Yeah, she was married to all them people. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Yeah.
I'll see you Friday. All right.
Dominique, get them kids out the
All
car.
right, baby. I love you.
I love you too.
Dominique.
Yes.
You got them kids to school this morning?
Yes, I did. They in school on me.
Now we can talk hoes. You got the kids out the car. So what's your thoughts, Mama?
My thoughts is when you're a female, a woman, I don't think that you should even ever have a hoe stage. Because your maturity level should never want your body to even say, I deal with certain men, and that's okay. Like, you're a hoe. There's no acceptance of being a hoe when you're adult. When you're a kid, you're young, you're going to go through a phase where you find a love, so that's not a hoe. But when you're adult, you don't got no passion.
But that's all I'm saying. When you're young, like when I say young, I'm talking like college. Most women probably, if you go to college, most women probably experience that phase in college.
Yeah.
David.
Yeah.
Good morning, David. What's your thoughts, brother?
Yeah, I think the whole phase thing is something that we just tell ourselves because we in a liberated, society and all that, kind of be young, be free, be you. But I think a whole phase does more harm than good.
Okay. Why
Talk
do you say
to me,
that?
brother.
Because it creates kind of a sexualized mindset, where you having a bunch of sex and everything. It gets to a point where I think that's kind of all you see. Like even how you judge people, like you judge, by looks and that's it. I kind of saw that effect on myself when I kind of did it when I was younger, and I wish I hadn't, because you start to develop this mindset where that's the only lens you see people through. Like, are they good looking or not, as opposed to are they a valuable person?
True. I still think being a hoe is subjective, though. Because, let's just talk about it. If we're doing it sexually. Some people's sexually, they might sleep with 10, 15 people a year. Mm-hmm. Some people might feel like 2 a year is too much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But I do feel like I got 6 kids, but one is 21, one is 19, and they're both dating somebody now. And I tell them, if that is the person that treats them well and you see yourself with them for the rest of your life, because you don't know, do right by them, because you just don't know. You jump into a whole phase, and that could be the person that's going to hold you down, that's going to love you, that's going to make sure they're there for you regardless. And sometimes it's hard to find that love. There's so many women and men out there single looking for that love that they might have.
Lil Logie gonna live his life. I'm telling you that right now. Lil Logie gonna be out here knocking them down. So you can sit here and act crazy if you want to. Lil Logie, a star athlete, good looking kid, muscular. Lil Logie gonna be out here knocking them down. You hear me?
My son
585-1051.
Lil Logie, live your life.
And we're talking about whole phases. We're talking about the whole phase. Do you think you need a whole phase? Call us up right now, 800-585-1051. Well, I just want to tell y'all right quick before we go. Logan called me, Dad, put me on a group chat with me, you, and Charlamagne. I'm like, no.
Ever.
I'm like, no. Like, put me on the group. I'm like, no.
Logan, you want to know where the fun at? Logan know where the fun at.
That's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, we're talking about the whole phase, meaning, do you think you need a whole phase before I guess you settle down? That is the question.
And it's interesting because you asked me something the other day, a couple of minutes ago, because I do have 4 daughters. Mm-hmm. I think that we don't like to deal with the reality that everybody's going to have a life.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Our grandmas had a life.
Yes.
Our mamas had a life.
Correct.
Right.
Our sisters had lives. Our aunts had lives.
Correct.
They was out there popping that poom poom for a goon.
They
The
was.
same way we out here with somebody's daughter. I'm married to somebody's daughter, Envy.
Correct.
Envy, you're married to someone's daughter.
I know.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
So the reality is to sit around and act like it's not and try to deter them. It's just like, man, and I'm not sitting there saying I want my daughter to be hoes by any means. I'm just saying I know they're going to live their lives. And that's what I would just tell them to do.
Yeah,
Live
that's
your
what I
life.
tell my daughter. I'm living that life now with having a son, older son, and my daughter becoming a teenager. So I tell them to live their life, but it is different. I gotta tell them, my conversation with my son is different with my daughters.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like I be out in this world, women, I know we want this equal stuff. Some things we do need to be equal on, but some things we don't need to be equal to with men.
Yeah.
Some things men can do that we just can't do, and some things us women can do that men just can't do.
A lot of people disagree with you. They're saying if a man could have a whole phase,
I
a
know.
woman could have a whole phase.
I know that's that other part of the world.
Hello, who's this?
This is Dior.
Hey, good morning, mama.
Don't you call up here with no whole talking about no whole face with that baby crying in the background.
No, she hung up.
You
She
need
hung
to.
up.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is Carolina from Duval.
Hey.
Talk to us.
So I absolutely think that women should have a whole face, and it's absolutely necessary.
And what define whole phase? Because I think that word whole has such a negative connotation. People hear what you're saying and just automatically dismiss it. But define whole phase.
And how long is the whole phase?
Okay, so I would say whole phase is being able to mingle while you single and do your thing. That's my definition of a whole phase. You get to dibble and dabble and have a treat of everything here and there. And then you do it for as long as you need to, but don't do it for an extended amount of time.
That's true.
Okay.
I honestly think you do it until you find somebody you just want to hold with for the rest of your life.
I think that's I think what you're saying is absolutely true. I think so too. Like whenever I get to that level again, I would want somebody and I want to just experience like whole stuff and nasty stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the thing in Atlanta that I never been to, and I'm at this age I never been to.
Oh, you talking about a trapper?
Yeah,
what's it called?
trapeze.
Trapeze,
I never
yeah.
been there, but I want to get with somebody that I know I'm gonna be with for a long time. Like, let's just go in there and just look at everybody, or even do it.
Yeah, I ain't never heard of. I heard about trapeze. I've never been in
What's
there.
trapeze? Put me on.
This is.
A sex
Can we
club?
say? I don't know if we can say.
I mean, it's a spot where you can go and they just be doing.
It's a sex club.
Do
Yeah.
people know this? Like, is this a thing?
Yeah, it's a thing.
Okay, okay,
everybody in Atlanta.
All right,
know.
just making sure. I didn't want to put them on blast.
Oh no. They
Okay.
pass out cards.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's a place where people go and they
Is
be
music
doing.
there?
Who?
Music.
If you want music in your room, it's different rooms.
Oh, no,
Oh.
it's definitely okay. Yeah,
I thought it was a club
It's a
with-
swingers club. I'm looking at it
Oh.
online. It
Yeah,
says,
it's like a swingers club.
the
yeah.
website
Oh.
even says it's a swingers club Atlanta.
Yeah, but you don't got to swing. You can just be with your partner and y'all do y'all thing. You had the door open and have people look, or you can go around and just look at other people.
Seem like you've been researching this a little bit.
Yeah, because I really want to do it. I just ain't found a partner yet that I can
it.
do it with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, who's this?
So I started my whole phase in 2020 after I was heartbroken by this guy. And so I started dating outside. I live in Atlanta. I started dating outside of Atlanta. And, man, it really opened me up to some new things, just different types of men, what I like. I got to date, like, multiple men. I'm a lover at heart, so I'm used to being in, like, one relationship at a time. But I was, like, dating multiple men at one time, getting flown out, okay, getting trips and money and all kind of stuff. And it has just been eye-opening for me. I was in a relationship after 2021 that stemmed from my whole phase. Then I broke up with him. Then I was in another relationship in 2022, and we recently broke up. So now I'm back to my whole phase, and I'm just enjoying life. I have so many offers for trips from men that want to like meet up with me and go places and stuff like that. And I'm loving life. And honestly, I follow. I don't know if y'all heard of her, but you should get her on the show. Her name is Shira7. She's on YouTube, and she's starting to be like this TikTok sensation. She's like the female Kevin Samuels, except she's right. And people like starting to blow her up because like she talks about how to date multiple men and date for money.
How old are
and
you?
how women need to stop trying to see, I'm 37. I'm older, and I want to be married with kids, but these men play games in Atlanta. So I had to start learning how to date, a different type of way instead of going into it thinking I want to be in love and I want this and I want that. I really need to keep my options open because these men keep their options open.
See, Erica, it ain't too late for you, Erica.
She's
I was listening
37, still in her phase.
So I wonder what she getting them in. She said she going out of town. She on one of them little websites, singles.com.
She go right to Athens or Savannah.
She said, that Atlanta, that part of Atlanta.
I lie, I made that up.
Yeah, I'm about to say she probably means with married men.
All right.
That's what my spirit
Jesus.
say.
Well, what's the moral of the story?
The moral of the story, I just think everybody should live a little bit, man. And living is subjective. Whatever you want to call it, a whole phase or whatever, it's just all subjective. You might deal with 14 people, but you might deal with 2 people and feel like that's too much. But just live your life until you find that one person, you want to hold with forever.
Well, you don't do no whole phase in Atlanta.
Why?
You don't want to do that, girl. Atlanta off the chain.
I'm gonna take Erica's word for it.
Please.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.